And there is a look at the Rio All-Suite Hotel and Casino on a crisp and clear day. The air a little bit thinner today. Hello and welcome to continuing coverage of the 2021 World Series of Poker. And why is that air thin? Well, because we're playing high roller action. The $25,000 pot limit Omaha final table. Yours truly, Ali Najad, and the man who finished 11th in this year's event back in 2016, Len Ashby, bringing you the call.
He's extremely good. And he's run into a hand here from Maxx.
Yes, indeed. Karakitukov starting things off with 2 kings, and Coleman wakes up with 2 aces. So the 310K open is promptly going to be piled on.
Wow.
And Deeb has the other aces double suited.
This is first hand?
I think we shuffled the deck. I'm not positive.
Man.
On the button, no less for Deeb here, Len.
Yeah, it's real sick. I mean, Shaun just going to pot it, and I think Vesselin will fold, obviously, and we'll have a all-in.
Yeah, there is the repot, and all-in from Deeb.
$3,800,000.
It's going to take some very specific holdings. I'm not sure there are any holdings that would be interested in making a call behind Deeb with all the aces busy, Len.
No, Ka Kwan didn't even need to look at his cards there, I don't think. Vesselin only started the hand with 22 big blinds, but
I mean, if not Coleman, then Deeb should have the aces
for
here.
sure. And you know, he's going to be at risk. He can move up a spot here. We'll see.
Wow.
Well, Coleman has Deeb covered and gets it in.
Seen this one before.
Jeez.
And you see Deeb
Right?
has a 9%
Don't want to
edge.
pull up the hard flush with a 4 on it.
As long as I have a 4.
Plenty of opportunities here. Just shy of half the time these guys will split the pot.
You wish you called now? You wish you no?
You would win the hand.
Yeah. What shit hand did you have?
Imagine.
Queen, queen?
Double
Hopefully.
You will see on stream.
Here we go in a massive 7.9 million chip pot. A diamond in the window, followed by another one. That now gives Coleman the nut flush draw. Broadway gutter for Deeb.
The 2 kings are burned from Vesselin's hand, so
God, and they drag it out. Makes it.
it's a sick first hand.
Turn card is a 4, and now additional opportunities for Coleman to scoop as you see him in front by 18%.
Very dramatic.
Still roughly half the time these guys will chop. And the river card is a 5. Ace 3 for Deeb makes the wheel, and he will double.
Not really.
And John, I played a decent amount with him. He's very good. They're all very good. But if it was for a tournament, I would have to lean a little bit on towards Shaun Deeb.
Maxx Coleman has some impressive results on the PokerGO tour.
Yeah, I've announced a couple of these PLO final tables. He's been at a couple of them.
Well, you want to talk about announcements, Len? I feel as though we may get one from Deeb here as he picks up aces for the 3rd time already here at this final table, and with the open from Lau sitting on the double suited ace-jack-9 tray, and then the flat from Vesselin on the button. This re-raise from Shaun means business.
Yeah, I expect Ka Kwan to fold, and I think Vesselin will play his hand.
And with the equities running as close as they do, oftentimes you can give your opponent the aces, take the flop with the king, jack, 10-9, and then be able to navigate accordingly, in particular in position.
For sure. It's going to be most of his stack to play this hand, I believe. He'll still have a little behind.
Yeah, that is one issue, is 1.34 million.
I think he still plays.
Of the 2.2 is required.
This hand is just flops too well to be folding, and you know, with an extra 320,000 dead from Ka Kwan's open, like totally fine playing this hand, this spot. He's going to do some inventory, though, see how much he's got.
Yeah.
Probably not loving the fact that
100K
he does
more.
have a shorter stack in max, but we're going to see a flop here.
1,022,000. Yeah, thank you.
Pretty big whiff, but he did flop a club draw. So
7-5-5 with the 2 clubs after Vesselin made the additional 1.02 million investment, and now Deeb asks for the rest. And
How much is in the middle?
is he getting the right price, Len?
I think he will decide to put it in, yes. He can backdoor some straights sometimes, and the pot's just got too much in it.
How dissuasive is the fact that there's a pair on the board?
Not too much. It's pretty open that Shaun has a hand like aces a huge percentage of the time. He's just really hoping that he doesn't have clubs, obviously. I think he has to just put it in here, yeah, and he is.
Obviously, the fact that the pair is on the board means the running 2 pair outs for Vesselin aren't going to work.
Yeah.
And so in it goes.
Da.
Vesselin's rail looking on anxiously as they know their man is at risk here. Turn card, the 3 of diamonds. That's not going to help Vesselin, and he is left pulling at a club. 8 outs, ace of clubs, won't work. Is it there? No.
Yeah, man.
The king of diamonds, and Shaun Deeb eliminating Vesselin in 5th place. Coleman says pot with queen 9-6 trade double suited, and right away Deeb out of the big with the ace jack jack 8 and the club says let's do it. And the man who took the big bundle of Coleman's stack to start things is looking to finish the job.
¿Ya tenía escalera? No, no, pero luego te cuento por qué chocó. El de la izquierda, sí.
If you're hearing that Spanish in the background and wondering who is speaking it, I'll get to it in a minute. Queen 9-6 tray, not looking great on the king 10-8 board, as 2 of the jacks that are needed to complete the straight draw are busy in Deeb's hand. You see Shaun with the lion's share of the percentages, the equities. Turn card is a 3.
Yeah, not a bad card there for Max.
No, Coleman
3, 6, 7, 9, jack.
looking to hit 2 pair now, potentially. 7 works as well for the other gut shot he's got. 14 outs, and the deuce of clubs is not among them. And so Maxx Coleman will hit the showers, having finished in 4th place. A terrific pot limit Omaha player will add $381,000 to his career tournament earnings of $2.1 million. Come a long way since then. That's a lot of folding chairs you got to have.
A lot of 20s if you play bad. You'd be surprised what you can get in for in those things.
Deeb, 8:40 to go from the button. Lau defends. Jack 7-6 and a couple of spades. Open ender for him.
And
7s for
Ka Kwan does not have much chips here. Yeah, I think he's just going to put it in. And Deeb will call with a 7, and here we go.
yeah.
We got a 7 versus straight draw.
Yes.
8-9-4 is what we have to fade.
Exacto. No, tengo doble punta y me vale el 8.
So Ka Kwan Lau, all in for his tournament life in a 5.1 million chip pot. And no waiting.
10,
The
10,
9
10. Ooh,
rolls
10,
off on
10
the
sweat.
end,
10 sweat.
but it ain't over yet.
Are you having 10s?
Now, Shaun Deeb can
no.
hit a 10 and make the king high straight to eliminate Lau. Anything else, and Ka Kwan's going to double, and trip 7s on the river for Deeb, but no Philly. And take a seat, Mr. Lau.
Let me pull it up.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah, maybe it has to do with Barstool Sports.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
A gamer and a headband wearer is MRAGS.
Oh, sorry.
Seems okay, but I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably never wear one. But that doesn't mean it's not for you and Shaun Deeb.
Deeb took a selfie in his final table outfit, by the way, and tweeted to Dave Portnoy, Stool Presidente,
Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Well, I saw
and said
Dave.
he hopes that Dave comes to play the
Yeah,
World
I
Series
saw
of
he
Poker Maine
tweeted
next
about it.
week.
Yeah, yeah. I saw him say something about playing.
Apparently, MRAGS is Deeb's buddy.
Oh, okay.
Deeb mentioned that he wished he had a haircut before the look because he feels like he looks like a giant mushroom.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
Meanwhile, picking up the action here, Deeb limped. Blind versus blind. Both players checked the flop. Shaun got busy for a $500,000 on the turn after ace queen 7 added a 5 to the mix.
Oh, wow.
And what a beautiful
card.
river as
Jeez.
Deeb ends up making the nuts.
Man, that
Had
is-
the wrap,
That's a
and
sick card.
Beauprez has the wheel. This is going to be gross.
Yeah, I think he's gonna put in a raise here, rightfully so, and maybe the end of it for him here. Can he raise all in? I think he's close, or he can. Yeah, he can.
Oh, man.
And Shaun's bet just is just.
Deeb's going to beat him into the pot if
Yeah, he's got the nuts, and he
hangs himself.
makes a nice small bet to get called by some bad 2 pairs, and somehow John makes deuce 4. This is pretty unlucky here for John.
A frosty 3 of spades.
Much is in the pot?
1.9.
Well, we have it at 2.2.
Well, that's not counting the 300 he bet, I think. So
Oops.
2.7. It's all in.
Call.
Call. Straight.
That's it.
Straight over straight.
Deflation
Again, buddy.
for John Beauprez. And disgust to
Play
boot.
great.
yeah, brutal river there for John. He did play great.
I'll see you soon in another one.
All right, bro.
See you in the 50.
I don't blame Ka Kwan for folding that.
Again with
9.
Kings is Lau. And Deeb limping the A765 rainbow and then choosing to call the extra 600 limp.
Yeah, it's fine. You have position. You can just play every hand, basically.
He's got an open ender and a 6 on the 8862 club board, which allows Kings to turn into trip 8s with an ace kicker.
Yeah, and Shaun has the ace of clubs in his hand, too. Which can give you tons of information about your opponent's betting. In that if he leads here, you can eliminate, oh, well, he doesn't have enough flush draw. Okay, so what does that mean he has? Well, he could have just over pairs, or he could have an 8.
Third pot bet from Lau.
Expect Shaun to call here.
Indeed, he does call. 5 on the turn, now giving him 5s and 6s to work toward a boat. Lau doesn't like that coordinated turn and decides to check it.
Not so much of not liking it as also he, I think, check jams here a lot. You're giving your opponent some rope to betting hands that are bluffing, like the hand that Shaun has. And you can go with the hand and pick up the pot right here if your opponent is doing that. You don't have to fade a river.
Well, let's see what happens as Shaun has sprinkled $2 million in.
It's just going to call. Interesting. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Running 5s now, giving Deeb 5s full of 6s. The clubs come in as well. And that ace-8 has shriveled considerably in a $7.5 million chip pot.
Shaun is just loving this so much right now. He's a little unlucky that Ka Kwan didn't make a flush.
And it's a little inconvenient that Deeb holds the ace of clubs, because obviously that's the kind of hand that he wants Lau to have
here.
here.
For sure.
Oh, and he's going to go full pot. That is going to require all of Lau's remaining stack should he choose to call. Lau cannot beat a straight, cannot beat a flush. And as improbable as it would be to be up against what he is up against, he cannot beat a full house.
Weird spot. I think you can eliminate straights from being in Shaun's hand. I think Shaun checks back all straights here.
7.5.
On double paired boards, though, unlike in Hold'em, you can still comfortably bet a flush in pot limit Omaha.
For sure. I think Shaun can have flushes here, not flushes for sure. Ka Kwan has the king of clubs, so he's not betting the second nut flush. So
well, let's reconstruct it.
Yeah.
Deeb limped the button pre. Lau potted. Deeb called the extra 600. Lau led for 700,000 on the 8-8-6 board with the trip 8s. Deeb called with the open ender and the 6. Ace of clubs for info. On the turn, Lau pumped the brakes after the 5 rolled off. Deeb fired $2 million. Lau made the call, and now his river check is met with a pot bet on the end, and the call by Lau gives Shaun Deeb his 5th World Series of Poker bracelet.
You played great.
And $1.25 million plus to add to his career tournament total of $7.78 million. Well, how about it, Len?
Congratulations, Shaun Deeb.
Not adding to his second place totals.
No, he's not. And I think all 5 players played some exceptional poker tonight in this tournament. And hats off to all of them.
And a genuine line there. I mean, it's not
really
one of
was.
those just
They all played
compulsory, everybody played hard. I mean, genuinely, you saw top shelf stuff. Nobody did anything wrong. Felt like anybody sat on the other stacks and they would have ended up in the same spot.
Yeah, it
for
was
the
great
most
to
part.
see. I enjoyed it a lot. I play a lot with some of these guys, so it was good to see their minds work with their whole cards. So it was fun.
No doubt about it. A little bit more fun for Shaun Deeb than it was for a disappointed Ka Kwan Lau, but nothing to hang his head about. Hold it up high, young man. And we send it down now to our Jeff Platt, who is standing by with our champion.
Shaun, you have become the 28th player in World Series of Poker history to win 5 or more bracelets. What does bracelet number 5 mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. You know, great event, huge buy-in. I ran so good at the final table. Massive suck out to start it, you know. And I played really well. My opponents played great. Like, they were super tough. It was not easy to close. And, you know, I just can't believe it. This is the day I wanted.
This moves you up to 4th in the World Series of Poker Player of the Year race. How would you rate your chances at winning that honor for the second time in 3 series?
I mean, it's probably equal between the 4 of us. And, you know, I'm going to hop in the triple draw. I'm going to start multi-tabling. I'm going to start firing. I kind of slacked off the last 2 weeks. I thought I was, like, drawn dead. And now, you know, I'm in the running. Like I said earlier, I knew what I had to do. I told my buddies who had a couple small pieces, I said, listen, I'm probably getting 5th or 1st or 2nd. Like, I wanted to come here and fire. And that's what I did. And, you know, I played long ball. I I bet a lot of big hands. Made a lot of big bets. Had some good bluffs. Ka or whatever, however you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I butcher it. Made one of the sickest calls. I can't believe. Like, I thought he was so much stronger than that, and I mean, he was super tough on every decision. He never made it easy. Made some great laydowns to me. You know, everyone at this final table was, like I said, I knew it was going to be tough coming in. And, you know, it just took aces versus aces to bust some people, and that's a key skill in PLO tournaments.
Before you jump into the triple draw, I would love to present you.
Oh, can I say some more things?
Yes.
Chance and Evan, if you're still awake, I love you. My wife was teaching my youngest Chance the rules of Omaha.
Love that.
And apparently whenever my name had 100% next to it, he started cheering. So I hope you guys, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Well, I hope they're asleep considering it's 12:40 and they have school tomorrow. But sorry you guys couldn't be here. Sorry you guys are back in New York getting cold. But I told you I was going to do this summer, and now I'm going to do it.
You had that check mark by your name on that last hand, and you have your name at the top of the leaderboard. There you go. There it is. Hold up proudly. Bracelet number 5 for Shaun Deeb. He is the PLO High Roller winner once again. Ali, Len.
Thanks, Jeff. Congratulations to Shaun Deeb, sending love back home to Troy, New York, where the family is. And maybe Stool Presidente is out there watching. He's going to come down, play the main, and hang with us. It has been a true pleasure having all of you join us for coverage of this 25K PLO High Roller. Of course, we have plenty more action still to come throughout the course of the quote-unquote summer, and we hope you'll be here for all of that as well. In the meantime, on behalf of our entire crew here in Las Vegas and my partner in the booth for the evening, Len Ashby, I'm Ali Najad saying so long, and we'll see you soon.